This is the Transformers Studio Series, or Studio Series 86 from Transformers the movie. We have a pair of Constructicons to form Devastator. We have Constructicon Hook and Long Haul. And I picked up this figure from my local Toys R Us store. I also have this one on pre-order from Amazon. So they're selling this one as a Commander class, 2 figures, maybe both Voyager class figures. They didn't want to sell them separately because both of these guys form the torso of Devastator. Let's get these bad boys out of packaging. And here are Hook and Long Haul out of the box. And man, I thought Mixmaster and Scrapper were good. These two are probably the top 2 Constructicons in the whole lot. They are actually very, very good, well-designed figures. They're about Voyager class scaled figures. And again, I love the G1 reference with these two. They tried to really give us as close to the G1 renders, as close to the G1, at least cartoon accurate versions of this figure, and at the same time giving us a lot of the G1 toy aspects included in their sculpt, their design, transformation, and all of that. Let's begin with, I thought this crane piece was going to be a distraction. You can actually take it off if you don't want him there, but true to G1 fashion, the toy had it with him. Even in the cartoon at some point he had this thing. He comes with this really cool G1 styled pistol, that head sculpt. Yep, very G1 accurate Hook head sculpt. And yes, the flaps here actually fold down this way, correctly transform him, but it will reduce the amount of poses you could do with the head sculpt, so I had it raised up like this, and I think it looks pretty okay with that thing raised up. Okay, as far as the articulation goes, the neck is on a ball joint. The shoulders go in and out, forward and backward, 360 almost. Bicep swivel, hinge elbows, double hinged elbows. No waist articulation as always with the Constructicons. He's got hip hinges that allow you to do the splits, kick forward, backward, thigh swivel, hinge knees. The feet can move up and down because of transformation, and have the rocker tilt. So color-wise, loving it. It's G1 colors at its finest. Hasbro designers have really done a great job giving these guys a lot of character despite being very G1. Now on to Long Haul. This is how he looked like in the toy and even in the cartoon. Even actually in the toy, this thing would be up like this. And I'm glad the designers tried to put it this way, kind of giving him more of a comic book look, but I like that they did that. And again, both these figures look really corny if you didn't grow up in the 80s, but I'm loving them. They're probably the best Constructicons we've had in a long time. Now again, he's got his pistol, blaster pistol. It comes in 2. You gotta put them together. He's a very stocky figure, like I said. Easily could look like a Voyager class figure. And his head sculpt, glorious Long Haul head sculpt. Probably the best feature of this figure, other than this really cool transformation, is that head sculpt. He's probably the most unique looking out of all the Constructicons, with this head sculpt looking very, I don't know, it's very Battlestar Galactica-ish. As far as articulation goes, the neck is on a ball joint. And again, no waist swivel. Why would he need one? The shoulders go in and out, forward and backward, 360s. He's got well, there's a hinge right here, but you don't really use it for articulation. He's got a ball jointed elbow. Wrists go in and out because of transformation. The hips make the legs do the splits, kick forward, backward. Got thigh swivel, hinge knees, a little bit hindered by that wheel, and the rocker tilts for the ankles. Head to toe, Long Haul stands at about 15.5 centimeters tall, or about 6.25 inches tall, while Hook stands at about 15 centimeters tall, or about 5 7/8 inches tall. And here they are with the rest of the Constructicons. We've got the 2 other Voyagers, Mixmaster and Scrapper, as well as the 2 other Deluxes, Bone Crusher and Scavenger. And I think it's fair to say they're also Voyager class figures, and they look amazing as a complete unit. This is by far the best ensemble of Constructicons we've had from Hasbro and Takara Tomy, with the toy aspects and the cartoon aspects included in their design. I'm really loving seeing them all together. So like I mentioned earlier, both figures come with their G1 styled blaster pistols, and they come
with a trailer. This actually is a trailer designed for the alt mode of long hauls dump truck. Never heard of a dump truck with a trailer, but okay. And it has all the parts you need to form a Devastator. He's got the lower torso, the thighs, the arms, the chest armor, which we'll show off later when we do them in their combined mode. And transform that trailer later on. But for now, let's transform these guys into their construction vehicles. Now, Hook obviously is going to be a crane. So to get him into his crane mode, you want to unpeg this bit right here and fold it down. You want to move the arms up this way. And it's funny, there's no step in the instructions to fold the fists. I think that happens in combined mode, but for crane mode, the fists are exposed. So, okay, we're gonna go with that. Okay, lock those forearms in. This whole backpack piece is going to tab and lock that in, okay? And then just lock everything in. That should be the rear part of the crane. Now, compress the lower legs up to the thighs. And to do that, I'm going to go ahead and flip these things open, okay? And then these pieces, they're going to fold up like this, okay? And then you can combine them. Stay right there. And these panels, they are going to fold down like this. And then you see the legs are still skewed. You just want to line up those thigh pieces up and then collapse the rear part of the legs onto those thighs, okay, and then lock in the toes just underneath the forearms, and that should be the crane mode, okay. And again, 1 millimeter clearance of everything folded up underneath, and the thing rolls beautifully. Head's a little exposed. The instructions don't tell you to rotate it. I'm pretty sure you can, but it's pretty difficult to rotate it because of all the kibble of the head sculpt. So it's fine that way. The crane, final transformation, you just put it this way and like that. The crane does telescope and extends only up to like that. I was actually expecting it to move all the way up the full length of this part right here, but he kind of just, he's got some performance issues and he can only extend up to that. Okay. Sorry, children. Okay, so yeah, it's a very, very good G1 styled crane mode. Colors look great in the highlights of the purple. He rolls amazingly well, and it is a very, very solid transformation. Now, the gun, you can plug it in right here. Kind of reminds me of grapple and hoist. You can put that gun right there. And that's that for Hook. Okay, on to long haul. The weapon off. This one is a little bit involved with this transformation. So we're going to start with the torso. Go ahead and unfold these panels up like that. Okay, you're going to detach this chest piece right here. Move it up. It's going to be tight again the first time you do it, but it's actually this piece right here which locks into these small mini tabs when you transform him. So it'll be tight, but you just got to push through it. And you can snap it out and on easily. Okay, so fold it all the way up like this till it locks. And then you want to fold down that head like that. Just hide it. It's going to stay right there. Okay, the arms are a little tricky because there's a lot of hinges moving in and out here and there. So first thing you want to do is you want to fold the arms this way. Just lock them in. And then these hinges just above the elbows, it's going to untab like that. The fists are going to fold in like this, and then you're going to move the forearms and squeeze them just here by the hips and tab them in. Okay, do the same on the other side. Squeeze them. You kind of like want to squeeze them in and just tab them onto the hips. Okay, and that should firmly secure the front part of that dump truck. Okay, now on to the legs. I'm going to go ahead and fold the heel spurs. Go ahead and combine these legs. Knees are going to fold up all the way up like that, just how he did with the old G1 toy. So just unpeg and snap that out, and he's going to clear the arms, fold up and you're going to tab the underneath portion of the feet, those heel spurs. You're going to tab them onto that backpack, those tabs on the backpack, and that should secure the rear end of the dump truck, sort of like a dump truck. It should be hollow and all that. So there you go. There is Long Haul in his dump truck alt mode. It's a modern dump truck. I think it's not the old 80s type of dump truck. So yeah, they're very, very good, hefty alt mode vehicles. Very cool construction vehicles. And then this trailer bit right here, the hitch right here, is going to find its way in between the knees or legs. It's a little tricky. The instructions tell you to move it apart and then put it in and squeeze it back in. But it doesn't stay very tightly. Just the slightest movement, it's going to just come undone. So I don't know how to fix that. I guess don't move it too much. And, you know, these wing bits, they love to pop off. So I'll keep that there. So it's a little weird to have a trailer for a dump truck, especially a huge like ordnance trailer with obvious rocket launchers on the top right there and some wings. So Hasbro really wanted the Commander class figures to have trailers. This time it's a 2-figure set. And you know what? If they were going to do the trailer all the way, I kind of wish they could have attached another hitch right here, or found another way to attach hook right here on the rear end so that he'd be like a truck that could move. I've seen these huge monstrous trucks, equipment moving trucks that have cockpits on either end so that they could move forward and backward. They didn't have to do a UE or U-turn in tight spaces. So that would have been a really, really cool add-on if they could have found a way to attach hook. It wasn't in G1. The old G1 toys never did this. They never had a trailer, but for some reason, because of the restrictions of having or requiring the lower extremities of Devastator not become part of the robots themselves or the alt modes themselves, they had to do something like this. It would have been nice if they had gone all the way and just gone through with the whole idea of having a complete trailer. That would have been really cool. So this set does include a whole instruction manual or sheet on how to convert each and every one of the Constructicons into their Devastator part mode or combined mode. So we'll do that now. But before we begin, if you remember in my Mixmaster review, I had mistransformed him because I had not looked at that manual yet. Official transformation for him in his left leg mode is really you just untab the front bumper, front section of the truck. You fold it up like this, and boom, he becomes the left leg of Devastator. It's all right. I don't know, because back in G1, the whole cab section really transforms into the foot, and I thought this was a much cooler transformation, but we'll have to go with the official one, and yeah, that's how he transformed. Let's begin with Hook. Okay, do the same as you would transform into robot mode. You got to move this one to the side like that. Okay, just lift it up a bit so it's out of the way. Okay, the fists are going to move down like this. And now you can safely fold those fists down. Okay, and then this bit right here, the middle part, is going to move out. And then these feet pieces are going to untab and move out. And then just like in G1, he is going to part the midsection, and yeah, he's going to unhinge, and they are going to tab this way like this. Make sure the hinges are aligned because the head is not going to fold flush. Okay, so fold that neck piece, rotate that head. You can already see Devastator's face. Go ahead and open, flip out the face, fold that back down, and there's that torso. Okay, what I'm going to do is fold the feet back. It's going to fold back up like that. This bottom piece right here is going to swing like that, and essentially that is the upper half of Devastator's torso. Almost forgot. Hook has Need to deploy the connecting ports for the shoulders, Bone Crusher, and Scavenger. So that's the completed combined mode for Hook. Okay, let's move to the bottom midsection, the torso, and it is Long Haul. Okay, go ahead and unfold the legs just how you would do it in G1. Arms, you want to transform them. Go ahead and unpeg. Go ahead and peg them back here, fold them down. Go ahead and fold them out. You want to rotate these out. You want to fold them back out and then tab them here. And then you want to tab them here. Okay, that's that. Let's do it again. Go ahead and unpeg, unfold, fold down, fold them as though you would form the arms of Long Haul's robot mode. Rotate this way. Go ahead and unpeg and then tab that forearm, the back of the shoulders, and then tab the elbows onto the side. Okay, that was easy, right? And then the legs, you said you want to unfold, fold down, and then fold back. And then this top part right here is going to fold out, fold back down, and then the heel spurs, they are going to lock in this flap right here. So you could do that. Go ahead and fold. There you go. And that's that. That is his combined mode, the lower torso and this. And finally, the trailer bit. Okay, you want to remove the arms because the arms are going to form the, well, these short rocket launchers are going to form the sort of hands, forearms, and fists of Devastator. These wing pieces and this undercarriage bit, that one is going to form the chest armor. Go ahead and fold that up like that. Okay, and then the whole trailer itself is gonna form the lower leg, the upper legs, I should say, of Devastator, as well as the hip piece. Okay, so fold that out like that. These panels are going to untab. They're going to rotate down, fold that down, and then this back piece right here is going to form that back waist cape. And from the looks of things, this is going to be a problem for me. I can already tell you right now. A huge backpack, just like Armada Optimus Prime. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But these are their combined modes. Some final thoughts on the set of Long Haul and Hook. I really like these guys. I think these are the top two best Constructicons out of the lot, and easily my favorites. I like Scrapper and Mixmaster as well. It's a shame that Bone Crusher and Scavenger were just okay. I think they could have been better. Having said all of that, I think all of these guys are amazing. They give so much G1 vibe, and I cannot wait to show them off to you guys in their combined Devastator alt mode. This is probably the best looking Constructicon team we've had so far in the mainline Generations line from Hasbro and Takara Tomy. Both these figures, or this entire set, is going to get a 10 out of 10. I really enjoyed these guys. Transformation was a little tricky, but I thought it was still fun. And please stay tuned for my Devastator combination, my whole Devastator review for these 6 Constructicons. Let me know in the comments what you guys think of this Transformers Studio Series, or Studio Series 86 from the movie Transformers the Movie 1986. Commander class set of Hook and Long Haul. Hit that notification bell so you never miss out on any of my latest video reviews. And if it's your first time here, please subscribe. Thanks for watching.